I've been doing the Dempsey roll wrong. So I recently had a video that hit 1 million views.
But it's one of the best jokes.
That the first video of mine to ever hit 1 million views is a video where I do the Dempsey roll wrong. Something many of you have pointed out. But today, we're fixing those mistakes. I make 3 primary mistakes that all kind of play into one another. The biggest mistake I make is that I'm bending at the waist instead of bending at the knees. This could get me called for head up, increases the risk of accidental headbutts, and makes me more susceptible to uppercuts. I also tend to lean a little bit too much to the sides, which can throw me off balance and make it more difficult for me to stay mobile. And finally, I'm looking straight down, which not only adds to the danger of uppercuts, but also means that I lose sight of my opponent. Now, to cut myself some slack, this was back when I taught myself the Dempsey roll and had very little experience using it in sparring and in real matches. So here's how I would use it today. I'd keep my body more upright and my hands up by my temples. This not only reduces the risk of accidental headbutts as the gloves serve as a barrier between heads, but also reduces the danger of uppercuts as being more upright makes it more likely that uppercuts will glide off my guard or miss me entirely. I'd also use my feet to go from side to side, stepping to get the angle as opposed to leaning. This would allow me to stay on balance and mobile, allowing me to adjust to my opponent's movements and making it harder for him to lead me like Kobashi did to Ippo. These steps can be done solely in one stance, or by switching stances depending on what you're comfortable with and the situation you find yourself in. You can also adjust the height at which you roll depending on the height of your opponent. The taller the opponent, the less you need to bend your legs. But to be honest, I don't really use the Dempsey roll by itself very much anymore. More in short bursts like I suggested doing in my original video on the technique, and by simply incorporating some of its principles into how I move my head and navigate around the ring. You know, in going over the footage for this video, I realized that Ippo was making a lot of the same mistakes I was. Maybe I'll make a video on that. Shout out to my patrons. Thank you all for over 1 million views on a single video, and please subscribe.